In this video, we're going to be migrating our DigitalOcean BFFless server to Google Cloud Storage. This will allow us to scale the number of uploads infinitely. The problem we currently have on our DigitalOcean server in BFFless is that the uploads are being uploaded into the image directly, and eventually we will run out of space. To recap, when you load BFFless, the files are being served from local. If we go and we look into our admin settings and we go to infrastructure, we can see that it's set up as local. It's going to /uploads. So in order to manage that, it'd be better to migrate this storage to Google Cloud or Amazon or any other third-party storage provider, such as Azure. Those are the three that we currently support. In this video, we're going to be going through the storage setup of Google Cloud. You will be required to run a Google Cloud gcloud storage command, so you will need to have gcloud installed to execute a permission change. The reason that is that for part of the BFFless backend, you can upload from the browser directly, and in doing that, we create what's called a pre-signed URL, and so that way the request goes from your web browser right into the Google bucket just for the upload, and it's secure. Our backend is giving you that pre-signed URL from BFFless. But the browser requires a core setting change on the bucket, and you have to do that through the command line. So we're going to go into that now. So the first thing you want to do is go to Google Cloud Storage Console and select your project. I'm going to use my BFFless app project. From here, you're going to go create a new bucket. So let's go create a new bucket and give it a name. For test purposes, I'll just use test J5S bucket. I'm going to delete this later. Continue. And I'm not going to do multi-region. I don't need multi-region. I'm just going to do, it's going to be highest available depending on what you need. I'm going to do lowest latency region and select a region close to my DigitalOcean bucket, which is in New York. So we'll choose Northern Virginia. So now when it needs to fetch an asset from the bucket, there's going to be a network request from instead of being local to the file system, it's actually going to have to make a network request. However, we do a lot of caching, and it's only really the first time that occurs that you'll notice any latency. So next we've clicked standard, and we're going to go to access control, uniform, continue, data protection, use default, all this soft deletion. We're going to continue with the default settings here and click create. And public access will be prevented. We want to confirm with this. We don't want people to access this bucket publicly. And we have our bucket. Jumping back to our setup, I'm going to configure cores now for our bucket. Go ahead and copy this JSON that we provide here and open up a file and update it with your domain name. So in this case, I have j5s.dev and j5s.dev. Save the file. I'm going to just save it to my desktop as cores.json. And now I'm going to run the command that we have. Copy this value in my bucket. Now update here with your bucket name. The bucket name that I created was this, test J5S bucket. We're going to run this command. It's going to need my cores.json. And so if I'm not at my desktop location, I'll need to be. Completed. So now it attached the cores command, the cores information, so that the browser can upload directly into the bucket. If you want to verify that it was applied correctly, you can run this command. And there it is. Okay. Switching back to next step, we need to configure a service account. So next we're going to create a new service account, choose the project, and then create service account. Give it a name. I'm just going to say test J5S SA. I'm going to end up deleting this. Click continue. Now for permissions, you want storage admin. Not storage. There's a storage object admin, and we don't want that. That's close, but we need storage admin. We need to be able to read, get from the bucket as well as write to the bucket. So we're going to be a storage admin, and then we're going to click done. From here, we're going to go to keys, and we're going to add a key, create new key, JSON key. This is our key. Now, make sure you save this somewhere safe and don't give it to anyone. We want to take this JSON, and we're gonna reuse this in a minute. We should have everything that we need now to do our storage migration. Okay, so now that we have the storage configured, we're going to use the wizard to set it up. And so if we go to our website, back in, go to site settings, and go to infrastructure, storage, we're going to migrate storage. Choose Google Cloud Storage. Let's go ahead and copy our bucket name. Bucket name. Now my project ID is BFFless app. And I'm going to paste the service account JSON in here. So you will see this, but by the time I publish this video, it will be deleted. Do not share this information with anybody. And paste the values in here. Click continue. So now, estimation duration. I have 486 files to migrate. It is able to read locally, going from local to GCS, and we're going to start the migration. Now that the migration is running, it shouldn't take too long, depending on how many files you're migrating. It's not really intended to be a massive migration. It is copying a lot of files if you have done this for a long time. So just let it run and it'll give you progress updates. Done. Now, once it's done, it's copied the files over. You can go and inspect the bucket and make sure everything's there. You can see all the files that were uploaded, commits. Awesome. So it looks like it worked. We're going to go ahead and choose switch provider. And now we are using GCS. If we go and we look at our repository and we want to view our files, it's downloading these files now from the GCS bucket, which is awesome. And we can test this out by creating a new deployment. Let's create a new project just to be sure, and we'll throw it out. Repositories, new, test, foo, create repository, create deployment, add folder. We're going to upload this folder, upload, branch, main, create deployment. That was really fast. It's our website. If we want to now go back here and we refresh this page, we have our new deployment. Awesome. So now we can scale much further with our uploads, and our uploads are not going to be adding to the file system of DigitalOcean. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or trouble with uploading to Cloud Bucket, please feel free to leave comments.